Hello and welcome to this timeless pick a card reading with the theme What do you need to know right now? I hope you all are doing good or okay, and I'm so happy that you tuned in and found this reading. It is a timeless reading, so it's right for you whenever you see it. And also remember to always use your own discernment and to trust yourself above anyone else and what they say. So sometimes in a reading it could be something that feels really aligned or something that hits hits the truth. So and then suddenly there's something in there that's like, wait a second, is this really me? If you have that feeling, then trust yourself, as I said above anything I can say. Don't let us tarot readers put anything on your story that's not there. And also this is based on the energy I'm picking up in the moment. So yeah, feel free to pick one or more of the piles, whatever is drawing to you. The first one is called Crown Games, and it's a quite beautiful photo, and it has number 8. And then the stone for this pile is the Apache. And then second pile with number 2, that's kind of synchronistic, is called Beloved and Radical Acceptance. And with this beautiful, not quartz crystal, for some reason crystal names are really evading my memory these days. But yeah, pick it based on what's drawing you. It's almost looking like an angel now. Other times to me the stone, the shape of it, of this precise one, reminds me of a uterus, like it's a really feminine shaped stone. It's beautiful. It has an egg there. And then pile number 3 with the Fortune's wheel and Luck at Right Timing, and number 23 breaks down to 5. And this green tourmaline, I'm not quite sure. I know I use this stone for manifestation work. That's about what I can remember right now. Okay, see you in your readings. Hi pile 1 and welcome to your reading. You chose Crown Games, Right Use of Power, and this beautiful Apache tear. Now, Apache tears is known to be both really good in healing sorrow, generally in healing work, but it's a stone that chakra-wise, I would say, is connected to the root hara and heart chakra. And yeah, if you're going through something relating to sorrow, inner child work, or or a grief, you might want to get your hands on a Apache stone. It has a really comforting, healing feeling to it, I feel. And we'll see, maybe I'll tell more about the story of the Apache stone and why it has its name. We'll see what shows up here. So I already tuned into pile 1 and pre-shuffled and picked a few different oracle cards for you. So let's see what comes up, and then I'm gonna draw some more after. Okay, so tiny house, clarity and organization, and then let's see. For every pile, my intention was to pick one animal oracle card. Put this here. But on your pile, it's just right away like the owl came, and then this eagle just basically flew out. And knowing that this was your card, it felt a bit synchronistic because the eagle is a really royal symbol in itself. It can be a symbol of a chieftain, a shaman, or this kind of crown games. I don't know, it felt related to me. Lost in the ruins of the past, protect what you love. What's this coming here? From two different piles you have Heal the Ouch and Healing. And then I saw here on the, from this, sorry, from this pile you have the card of Home with the owl as well. It's a bit synchronistic here. And the other card from this card deck is a Tidy House pile, number 1. Clarity and organization. But what was first drawing me into it is how there's 2 houses here. And I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you probably can. It's like it's 2 houses. I mean, it's actually 3 in a way, but they're all together as one. And then it's only this house that really has the lights on, and this kind of earth entrance, while this house is all dark. And right away with this Crown Games, right use of power, it strikes me that a bit of the message about what you need to know right now is connected to, and with these cards about healing and home, it's connected to, we're gonna see what shows up, but I think it's connected to bringing out more of yourself, healing some old ouch, healing some old traumas, so that you can be in your own right and use your power the right way and the way you wishes to. Because the way it looks for me now, you're basically only drawing your power, your energy from one part of you, and then there's this, if I'm gonna look at this card, it's like this left side, the inner feminine, the inner yin side isn't really used. So I'm gonna look more at it. And then also you have a bird on each side here. And I would say that the owl is also connected to the inner feminine aspect. It's connected to the priestess and seeing at night, seeing in the darkness, using your third eye. And both of these birds are, great bird animal energies to work with for insights and to get an overview, but in 2 different ways. Because I'd say where you go up as the eagle, up in your crown chakra and further up, and you get an overview, that's kind of the medicine of the eagle. You get an overview, so you know what you want to do, what prey you want to have, or your next step of action. They're the king of the sky, really, which again fits with this Crown Games. And then the owl, it's the bird of the night, and it uses its senses more than its sights. It's hearing the vibration to know where the prey is, and to hunt and to follow its its instincts. It's just drawn to this. It's like get this kind of deeply medicinal feeling. And then here again we have protect what you love, lost in the ruins of the past. Heal the ouch, healing, and home. Again, you see the houses here, and I'd say that there's some card number 18, which breaks down to 9, which is endings and new beginnings. Card number 1 here. I'd say that a part of what you need to know right now is that there's some deep inner grief healing work that you either are, and now I made it sound really serious and really, you know, like we are so different, and our journeys and how we deal with stuff are so different. So for some of you, that might be that you're dealing with this grief that you almost don't know what is, but you're allowing it to be there, and it's been there for a while, and this is the cards telling you to look deeper into that and to possibly get some help as well, or ask spirit guides for help on healing that. For others of you, you might actually be, there might be this past hurt or past pain, grief, that's that you haven't fully allowed yourself to deal with yet. You might have been too busy dealing with life as it is, and use your power, your authority, if you're in a position where you need to use your authority in what's right in front of you, and then you haven't really dealt with that. But that's also like a great, I mean, what I see, which is super positive, is that if you imagine how much stuff you have already dealt with and how powerful you already are, which, I mean, to me it's obvious looking at the animals you draw and this card, that, I mean, you are, whether you feel it or not right now, you are a person who are supposed to come into your full authority, and you are immensely spiritual and powerful person. So if you can be that powerful, only drawing on half of your resources, or still having some unconscious conditioning holding you back, imagining how how much easier and how well it will flow when you get the lights on in this house as well. Lost in the ruins of the past is also, I feel what you're guided to is to accept whatever grief is there. Also, if you don't know fully what it is, that's okay, but it wants to be acknowledged, and it wants to be given the it's like it wants to be brought up so it basically can run its course, because when we keep that stuff down, it just keeps draining our energy, and now it's the time for it to come up and be healed and transmuted. And yeah, there's empowerment in that. There's something about you empowering yourself in dealing with what you for now have felt like is going to be too hard or too heavy. Yeah, with that Pacha stone here in the crown, the dragonflies flying out, flying out. I feel inclined to say that, you know, the legend of the Pacha stone is, although it's so tragical in many ways, but it's still a story of like the Apache tribe being surrounded by then I guess British soldiers, but American soldiers, the blue coats perhaps, having a battle on the top of a cliff, basically the top of a mountain in Arizona, and instead of surrendering, choosing to ride off that cliff with their horses into death. And as I'm not suggesting anyone do that, and as tragic that may be, that was their way of taking back power and taking back power over their own lives, because at least the death were chosen by them and not by their enemies, and they died by their own will in a way. So that's not doesn't sound so promising, but there is an authority in that, and there is it's an inner authority in taking power over the shadow and the grief that you still might not want to see or aren't fully aware of, so that so that you can unite everything that's inside of you. Okay. And also, again, there's so many images here, and then with this beautiful heal the ouch, and this protect what you love. It's your duty and your responsibility. I haven't actually read on this card, 257 spiritual number, but it's in this reading, protect what you love is you're being guided to show up and nurture and protect yourself, so that you can show up as the powerful being you are for others. If you are drawn to helping animals, this might be, a synchronicity or just a symbol of that. Or if you have children or people you care deeply about that might need your support right now. I'm saying for some of you, it's also in this really heavy period that you've been going through. There's been a dog there for you, or a cat, but I see the image of a dog really being there, just helping you go through it day to day. And your animal wants you to know that the way you love them, the way you look at them, they look at you like that. They love you so, so much, and they wish that you could see the same. They wish that you could feel the same love for yourself. That pure, unconditional love that doesn't have anything to do with what you achieve or what you have done or how much money you have in your bank account. It's just you, because you are you, and because you're uniquely you. You are lovable and perfect. Okay, what does pile one what does pile one need to know right now? I'll get some tarots on that. So with healing, and this is from an angel deck, if you feel for it, the angels are here to support you. They can't really assist us unless we ask. So in your meditation or in your mind, just reach out if you want to and ask for your guardian angel and the archangel's support right now. I'm hearing that Raphael really want to come through. Oh, that was me losing some books in the floor. There might be something coming in as a part of this healing, a bit sudden, like that sound of the books falling, and actually some cards falling on the floor too. A sudden revelation coming in. Wonder if you can see. The same way, if you think about a house or a home, how you can feng shui your space to make it feel, even if you feel like, yeah, but I don't want to be here, or this is, this is just for now. The same way you can take ownership over that space, and how you can make it feel so much more like your heart space, with cleaning, obviously, and tidying, but also with changing things and just really taking an inventory of, what do I want to have here, what do I don't want to have here, is there any rooms in my house that I never even opened the door. Maybe that's something to look into. But also, that's how we are. I mean, in dream language, if you dream about a home or a house, usually it symbolizes you as the home. So everything inside the house when you enter it, and how the house even looks, is a symbol of how how you either feel you are inside, how your identity is, or how you're using your own home, as how you're using your own body, or even your own, like your own space, your own spiritual space. How it looks outside is usually more connected to how we feel we're looking on the outside. So you're being guided to look into, also with the number 1 here, root chakra themes, like what you need to know right now. Root chakra themes regarding safety and feeling protected, and possibly something old there that still holds you back from feeling fully safe and showing up grounded, and with that flow in your life right now. Here again we have the Hermit, and we have the Fool. So there's something inside this door and you have the key, and you're guided to go there. Go on a meditation quest, or maybe you already know what this is about. Take yourself there on a dream walk or a meditation, and use your intuition with the owl here. Ask for guidance to really see what needs to be healed in you right now. Can we get some more clearance, Spirit, on what needs to be? Just pile 1. Need to heal. So, if you've been feeling like you're doing so much, and it's still something holding you back from manifesting, or from either just from manifesting it, the life you're working on creating for yourself right now, or from possibly a line of work or position as well. It's coming in, but that last key that you need is to really, it's not something you find on the outside, it is to go in and acknowledge that grief that's there. And it might be that it's not even a grief that you are aware of, because it might be related to your ancestry, or to your lineage, or possibly a past life. So take what resonates with you, but I would suggest going inside your heart and your root chakra, and ask to be shown, or just listening to what's there and what's wanna come out and be healed now. And then if you want to, you can also ask your spirit guides and angels to help you. They would love to. So with the Fool and the Ace of Air and Six of Fire here, which is Six of Wands, your victory, or I say victory, but I mean your success in whatever endeavor you're in is really close. And there is this kind of fiery colors here, and the eagle is like, it's ready to grab its prey. There's almost like it's this, I feel that when this grief is healed, which is coming up pretty soon now, it's already something that's happening for most of you. It's gonna put you back in contact, even more contact with that delicious kind of playful inner child energy. Enjoying, seeing what's pleasurable for you, what's fun for you. Feeling more playful again. Almost like a kind of really, there's this gentleness and kindness to you, I feel, pile one, to a lot of you. And then for some of you that had to be protected for a while, or you felt like it had to be. And that's a part of you that you're encouraged to let bloom again, to get back into your life now, and it will probably more naturally emerge as you heal this safety related grief or trauma. It will make you go back to that full energy and to trust more again, to trust life, to trust your path, and to be more playful. And the way I see it, that's this house being lighted as well. And that's you uniting all of you into your, inner authoritative self, claiming your life right now. Okay, I'm gonna ask for one last. Can we have one last card for pile number 1? I want to know. Can you tell us more what this success that's coming in is about? Shuffling today. It's time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. So, as this grief or old trauma is getting healed, it's a lot of butterflies around, I feel, as well. I know I saw some lights here. You will dare to be the fool again, and not, you won't be a fool, but you will be in the fool's energy, which is where we create from. It's the 0 is it's a creator number. And you will dare to show up as yourself uniquely. So if any of you also been holding back from feeling, if it's something you've been like almost initiating right now, almost doing, either if it's starting up something like a company for yourself, or just doing a change to your, maybe it's something you wanted to do but you've been, not fully trusting it. Spirit is saying that it's time for that change. So don't make any excuses anymore, just do it. And I think if there's anything you've been feeling like that about, that you've been procrastinating or putting off, that's a change that initially you feel intuitively guided to, doing that change for yourself will put you more in line with your intuition again as well, because it's like, if we keep doubting our own intuition, and if we have things related to our root chakra where we don't feel fully safe, it's like our own inner intuition gets so used to that it gets weaker and weaker. But as soon as you, same with dreams, as soon as you start to acknowledge it, start to listen to it, it becomes clearer. And it might still be as a whisper in the back of your head, but it's like it's still there, and you can recognize it. So number of change, and it is about change. Yeah, pile 1, you're about to go through a transformation, I feel like it, and really step into your own full power. So lots and lots of best wishes for that, and I hope I see you around in another pile or reading. And if you like this reading, please like the reading, and feel free to follow me if you want to see more readings. Bye. I initially stopped your reading, thinking I was done with it, and then I just, sometimes I pause before the next reading, because I went to make another tea, and then I realized, and I just wanted to describe it because I do feel for some of you that's what you've been dealing with. I realized this like heaviness that had been coming over me during the reading, picking up on some of the energies that's here. It's this heavy heart feeling, and as the saying, like when you have something on your heart that you want to tell someone, or it just needs to get out, needs to transform. I was not feeling like that before I started the reading, which makes me think it's connected to this reading. And I do think that whenever you're already in this, most of you working on it, and it's so easy to feel lost in that old pain and grief. Just remember to trust that it's coming up for a reason, and to give yourself love while you're in it. And if it's regarding someone else, check in if it's something you might need to, maybe you need to reach out, because for some of you I got the feeling that it's about something on your heart, something you wish you had told someone, or you wish they knew, and then there might have been some pride coming in the way, or circumstances. So if there's any way for you to reach out to this person, if there's someone who passed on, you might want to try to just reach out in a meditation, or write down what you wish you could have said to them. There is a big transformation happening here, and another thing I felt that I didn't mention was that while this is coming up, and you see this big this is the Pentacles, Earth, focus on the heart here, heart and solar plexus, it's gonna bring up different things, but it's different gifts for you coming up. There's things that you can use into whatever you're doing. It's gonna help you to put the lights on in that other part of your house, and to use more of all of you, because really this is hidden treasures that you haven't been aware of that you had. So yeah, it's I can feel that for some of you it's hard right now. I mean, tapping more into it, I just want to start crying at the moment. So I do feel you. and honor you in that. And I feel like most of you watching this are aware of how healing it is to work with our emotions and to validate them, and at the same time remember while we work on it that the past can't hurt us anymore. You know, like it's that part about putting on a bit of the pink glasses and yeah, and being open to, without staying stuck in the fear around the hard emotions. For the ones who's just really in a hard spot right now, with this reading, what you need to know right now is that you're moving out of that. The lights are starting to come on everywhere, and you do have Four of Water in this pile. Specific deck that always feels like Spirit offering you a gift for me, or usually feels like, and it do feel like that right now as well. And this Messenger of Earth is also like a message that comes to you, a gift of some sort, when you tap into that earth chakra, root chakra theme around the grief you're working on. Sorry if this is a bit unspecific. What I was gonna say, and then I keep getting different things in this reading, is that for the ones who feel really stuck in a situation right now, Spirit is saying go in. You're not going to solve this with looking outside of you by stressing or feeling like you're stuck. You're going to solve it by acknowledging exactly what's hard or crappy or heavy right now, and then you might wake up tomorrow feeling a lot better, just having given space to that. So with that, I'm sending all of you who picked pile 1 and are watching this so much love and light and transmutation for the shadow. Sending you a big hug. Thanks again, pile 1. Hello, pile number 2, and welcome to your pile. What we're asking about today is, what do you need to know right now? So this is a message for the upcoming week, basically, or for the near future. So you picked with the card Beloved and card number 2, and this being pile number 2, and I didn't know that when this card landed on the cards for pile number 2 that it would have number 2 on it. I feel like it's extra synchronistic around the message of beloved and a potential partnership, and also around seeing twos, the number 2 for you these days. With this quartz geode, it's known to be good for both manifestation work, but also a really powerful or potent geode to use for purification, healing, and cleansing. So there might be that there's something you need to let go of, or to fully purify or cleanse within yourself to come into this radical acceptance. Let's take a look at what's I felt for putting it here, so let's just see what's is in these other cards. I pre-shuffled and drew some oracle cards for you, and then I'm gonna use more tarot cards as we go. Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Wow. So there's already, I see there's a message here. There's a message here for someone who's been dreaming about coming into a relationship, coming into a special partnership with someone, that life is aligning for that to happen to you now. And it's happening soon. What you need to allow yourself to do, though, is to fully allow space for that to happen, whether it's energetically to just open up to it, and also to purify and accept whatever's in you right now that you feel isn't lovable yet, to take a look at that and to try to heal it. Let's see what else is showing up. Into the unknown and listening. Yeah, you're definitely being guided here into something that might feel a bit scary and daring, and not for some this can still be about work or a partnership that has to do with a work project or yourself, but for a lot of you, with all the heart, passion, energy, and the two coming up here, here's also she's holding a key and it's hearts around her. It's about letting yourself go, emerge into that love, into that unknown, to give space to it. Although your schedule might be busy, or it might be easy to feel like you don't have time, make sure that that's not just your yourself trying to stay safe here. Of course, stay aligned to what's true to you and important to you. I'm not telling anyone to throw away their passions for another person, but there might be that you need to somehow invite in that space or carve out that time in your schedule. If a partnership is something you've been dreaming about, been wanting to have in your life, or if it's a special job opportunity or project you've been dreaming about really getting up and going, this is the time where you just give it all. This is the time where you listen to that heart song and you take one step at a time into the unknown and follow your heart. And it is a leap of faith, but it is a leap of faith that's going to lead you almost like into a parallel dimension, into the life you're dreaming about manifesting, the life you're dreaming about living. And this card often speaks to me about quantum jump leaping, or that sudden change in realities. But also what's really coming to me now is this possibility for union. So for this union to happen here also with the goose is, it's a symbol of several things, but it is a bird that is, when they're mating for life, and they are often seen in a couple, and as they are here. So again, it's this kind of union and partnership, either a strong partnership in a work-related situation. For some of you, it is that as well. It's like meeting that partner you've been craving to have as a counterpart in your that creative partner or work partner that you really can spar with, and where you really can take things to a new height. And then for others of you, this is more in as a love relationship. We see the bird flock traveling here. They're, I guess, emigrating is the right word to say, every fall, and every spring again. And the sky bridge and these birds, which from the look of them is Canada goose, flying over here. This is normal goose, but there's a change and a possible relocation as well. This opening up and allowing in that love that's happening might lead you on a journey, a physical journey. Um, when either this is someone or something that already entered your life, or it's just started out as this. I feel for some of you this like really subtle but still really beautiful feeling of love and healing towards yourself, and the merging of areas in yourself that keeps showing you where you need to put more attention and love. So either if this already happened or it's going to happen within the next 2 days, the person you're meeting or the work collaboration, then allow yourself to flow with it, and to just both creatively, but just really emotionally just let go and let yourself be immersed by those feelings and trust that it is divinely happening for you. Of course, you should always use discernment anyway with other people, and definitely don't trust what I'm saying about anything you're feeling. But I feel this is spirit coming through here, saying that the person you are meeting now is someone you are safe and you are protected, and it is someone who's not gonna mess around with your heart. It's someone who's done possibly as much work on themselves as you have, and they're coming in here wanting to give you a brunch, wanting to share life with you. I feel also for a lot of you watching this reading, you're really pure nature souls, really nature and outdoors is important for you. And if you haven't already, if that's something you are not giving enough attention, then there's also an encouragement here for you to give yourself more of that into the unknown, and just, even if you live in a city, to just go more into parks, hug more trees, or take yourself once a week on a country nature journey. And with this listening as well, you're gonna be guided now. You are guided the whole time, but you're guided to pay special attention to both synchronicities happening around you, like seeing 222 or just 22, and birds might send you symbols, or you might hear a special song suddenly, either just waking up, hearing it on your mind, or hearing it on the radio as you're driving your car. Just pay attention to what's hitting you, to the truth that's surrounding you, and trust them. I see that some of you been lonely, there's one part of your life you really felt like you've been alone in, and you've been dreaming of that counterpart, dreaming of having someone, either, as I said, in more like a work way, having someone to play ball with, to create with, to throw thoughts at each other, or in a more relationship way, and recognize that whatever you're missing, of course, if you keep just focusing on what you're missing, that's just gonna attract more of it. But you can use, when you are aware of what you're missing, you can use that as a tool to attract what you want. Because if you're missing the feeling of true companionship in your life, that means instead of focusing on the lack of it, you can give yourself pockets to feel more of that, to just tune into that feeling when you're meditating or when you're walking in nature, how it would feel to walk next to that one special person, or how it would feel to have that life where you're just overexcited to get home and, you know, just spill out your day, or just have someone to really connect with. Also, some of you're already, this counterpart is someone you're deeply connected to on a soul level. So some of you are already sometimes hearing each other's thoughts, connected telepathically, or connected in dream when you're dreaming. So it's this weird sense that even if you don't know who it is, or you're not even trying to think about this person, they come through in your dreams. Is coming through with a message. She likes to work with me, or I like to work with her, and the message I'm hearing now is, it's safe to jump, beloved. It's gonna feel like a leap of faith, and a jump where you are safe and protected, and you need to know that. Just know that when this is a union you've been deeply desiring, like way back, almost forgotten for some of you. And it is a really, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a really deep desire far back in your heart. Almost for some of you, it's like all you can think about, but for others, it's more like it's this hidden room far back in your heart, and there's this story there, and this memory of this one special soulmate or twin flame, this one special person that you for some reason have known and know on a soul level, and yet you might not know them now in this life. So again, there's this message here of the only way to get there is to take that leap of faith. And we're going to draw more cards to see what that leap of faith might be, if we can get some answers to that, and to trust the guidance you are receiving. There's also a message here that your divine counterpart, for those who that's applicable for, I see them as, I see these two pillars as they're both seeking each other, seeking unity. So the only reason you haven't been able to meet or to make this happen yet is because you both had your karmas to clear out, and you both had your journeys to stay on for now, involving both other partners and other other things that's been a part of your journey. But this is the time where that other person, your divine masculine or feminine, I believe we can have several through our lives. It's not always that one. But this special person for you is as ready to meet you now as you are to reach. I don't know why I said reach. Yeah, to reach and meet them. And it's like you're both almost been on your separate timelines, divided um, by your own challenges, by your own lives, and now you're finally both daring enough and open enough to just follow that hunch that are going to lead you closer to each other. And again, I do have a feeling that for some of you, that's also, this is about the divine male or female, but a partner in a project or at your workplace. It's just that, yeah, for a lot of you, this is a love reading, but for some, there's also, and then Spirit wanna, just come in and say the first card that just jumps out is love. So yeah, possibly for some of you, there's lion connection here. The other person might be a lion, or you might be a lion in the zodiac. But also there's, with the number 6, is like the numerology wise the number of family, of partnership. And you have the portal here, Lionsgate portal. For some of you, this journey on an inner level, and for some of you on an outer level, meeting this person might have started in August, during the Lionsgate, or you might have stepped deeper into love in yourself in June, which was a really potent month for that actually. And then that have kept healing and working. All the shadow work you done from then and until now is what's gonna basically help you guys come into union. They're also saying to dare to take the center stage. If you haven't already done that, take the center stage in your own life, own your own life. Hopefully most of you do that, but it's sometimes we're not even aware when we don't do it. Sometimes we can live more for the people around us than we do for ourselves. I'm just gonna see. This would normally be the 10 of Swords, 10 of Air. In this pile for me now, I see it as there's an image of you're letting go. There's something deep, a deep transformation that's been happening here. Healing the old wounds that kept you back, that made you feel unworthy of a special relationship, made you feel like you couldn't have that, or that it was safer to just stay on your own. You've been transmuting that and letting go of that, and now it's like your wishes are just raining down on you again, falling down on you like blessings, like feathers. Next card is Transformation, card number 13. Yeah, Phoenix Rising, transformation. It's like this fire, heart energy, both here with like heart and hara energy. If you've been feeling either really tired or this weird mix of tired, fatigued, and at the same time energized lately, know that there is some deep ascensions going on in your body and transformations. So all of the letting go and kind of burning out the residue of what's no longer serving you, so that you can be fully aligned and ready to meet this divine counterpart. At the moment, I'm getting the sensation that it's been draining and it might have been a really up and down ride energy wise. So also listen in and give yourself rest here, if that's something you've been holding back on. How is this gonna happen in Pine-Tree's life? It is upside down, but I don't feel it should be. I just put it that way first. You're coming out of the... That's why... Sorry. Like OCD cat. You're coming out of this hanged man, woman energy where you feel like you don't really know the path forward, or you don't... Things might have felt a bit like blah, or a bit... ambivalent to certain things, because it's like, although you had a feeling that things are transforming, and you've done some inner healing and inner work, it's still this... There's been this feeling of not seeing what you're trying to manifest, having a feeling that partner, soulmate, or work partner, spirit tribe of people is out there, and feeling like you're getting closer, and yet it's just all the time feeling like you're not quite there. Well, you're getting yourself out of that tangle now, my friends. And you have wings. You have wings to fly, meaning that you are safe to just let go. You don't need to fear to fall down when you let go. Things will turn out in the right way for you. You just, you're encouraged. Even the beloved Radical Acceptance speaks about daring to take that leap of faith and to radical accept what's there. Meaning, however you look right now, what you do right now, you are so good enough and lovable and the right person for you, whether it's work or companionship. They see that and they will adore you for it. The only person who's been struggling to see that and truly, truly feel that, and when I say feel that, I mean in an unconditional way. I mean to feel that not just around your successes, not just around your brave work career or your, or around this one or two things that you feel like is something that you can be acknowledged for. That's great, and don't, still be proud of that, but that's our egos being, misguiding us, thinking that we only can be loved for, for our facades or for our achievements. I don't know. Draw a few last cards. So what, let me just ask Source to just come in here now and sum this up. Source is showing me this image of like, which is almost more as a energetic, it's almost more like a meditation or energy exercise, but it's like, it shows me this image, and which I feel maybe it's what you've been doing unconsciously or consciously, of you diving really deep into Earth, into Mother Gaia, like putting your putting your seeds there, putting your energy down in the earth, and it's like this transformational heart energy. It's like it's coming from the earth, and like lighting you up, but it's something you manifested it so deeply that it's for you, those of you who this is a counterpart, it's something that you desire so deeply that when it comes in now, it's ground shaking. It is like a good tower moment. It is that it's no room for doubting, is what I'm hearing. It's just gonna be, yeah, it's just right. So trust that. What else do pile 2 need to know right now? This card came up in pile number 1 too at the end of the reading, so there might be a message in both of them for you. It's time for a change. Do not wait or put off decisions any longer. With number 5, transformation as well. You are in a deep transformation, but don't let your mind hold yourself back. Second guess and doubt the transformation you're in, the nudges you feel to move forward. That will hold you back from both your intuition and from your true path. So please honor yourself and your heart, and you know, be brave. Go into that, allow that transformation to happen. I'm gonna see what else fall through here. Wow, yeah, I was gonna draw 2 cards, but this just blew out, and they're quite synchronistic. So transformation here, and then what I said about be brave, then this card also blew out. Have courage, awaken the warrior of light within you. I don't know why, but I feel like some of you drawn to this reading are like people who are generally really brave and courageous in life. I mean, we're all different and we can all be brave in one area or another. I feel like some of you have that warrior spirit really grounded in you as just who you are. Well, now it's time for you to be that warrior as a spirit warrior as well, as a light being, and to honor that also in your love relationship. Also honor that with your emotions and what you do. If that feels more scary for you than doing something really brave and daring in day-to-day life, then remember who you are, remember how brave you've been so far, and use that courage to move forward, to do the change that's necessary. Sometimes that change can be hard, and we can sometimes to get to this stage of true love, or of just feeling really good in ourselves, we might have to forsake, and we might have to end things that we don't want to. Even if it's right for you to end it, it might feel scary because we don't want to hurt people. We don't want to make those changes that make people around us possibly not like us anymore. I'm hearing that that's all in your head though, mostly. Pile number 2, the people that truly love you and care for you will understand and support you. And the ones that don't, let them go, and they'll come back when it's time for it, or not. Then we have three of wishes. Again, this nature. You're like nature spirit, nature children of nature. Pile number 2. The 3 of wishes is calling your name. An almost forgotten wish will now come true. So even if you haven't dared to dream about this, or you've been like, yeah, whatever, that's not gonna happen for me, or I just, it's not never gonna be, that's just a fairy tale kind of thing. Your wish are coming through, and This is just a confirmation basically on the whole reading. And I feel the same for this. It's confirmation cards. You are unique. Be brave. A little crazy, but be yourself. Yeah, don't feel guilty for doing the brave and sometimes a little crazy and right choices for yourself. Honor that they're yours, and honor that this is your path and your stage. And purify. If there's something still after, if this reading resonated with you and you still have that feeling of like, yeah, but I'm not this, or I'm not like that, or I'm not, or a feeling of certain thought patterns or past traumas, belief systems holding you back, then know that you can let go of it and you can change it, purify it. I'm hearing it's all, yeah, what's holding you back now, it's in your mind. So trust this transformation and be brave and bold and put yourself out there and show who you truly are. Okay, pile number 2. This is exciting. Almost make me wish this was my pile. It's yeah. Best of luck with the week to come, and let me know in the comment box if if anything is resonating. And if you like this reading, then please click likes. And if you want to see more of my readings, then it would be nice if you subscribe, because the algorithms, and because I'm quite new here on YouTube, I might not pop up in your like search engine that much. So if you subscribe, it's a way to always see when I post new readings and also to help my channel grow. So thank you. Hello, pile number 3. You picked, oh sorry, the music is a bit loud. That note with the music, it might be something in your life that you feel is overshadowing a bit, something disturbing or being too loud for you to be able to focusing on something else. We'll see, I'll have that in the back of my mind when I start the reading. So you picked the Fortune's Wheel, card number 23, which breaks down to a 5, which is change and luck and right timing. Woohoo! Yeah, just reading that makes me happy for you, pile number 3. Seeing the light coming here on the wheel. And the stone you picked is labradorite. It's a really auspicious stone. It's considered to be a highly magical stone. It's good for like if you're interested in working with both manifestation, but just generally in contact with source or spirit, or your spirit guides. It's a stone that is seen to be like a cosmic stone, and a stone for that. Okay, let me see what else is in the... So I pre-shuffled from different oracle decks for you. And then I'm gonna draw more cards as the reading moves on. So, oh, of the animal card, oh, look at the colors. They're so synchronistic. You have the frog, and funny enough, although to me personally, frog, whenever I see frogs that are alive, especially sometimes they came on my doorsteps, or like been pretty much in my house or on a walk, and they really capture my eyes. For me, it feels like a lucky omen. I feel frogs are connected to that, to like luck and right timing, For me, the frog is a symbol of exactly that. Other things that it's a symbol of is to be, it's living between two realms, or between in two different elements, because it's as adaptable to live in water. I mean, it loves to be in water, but it can also live on land. It kind of always have 1 feet in the water. And if we think about that, the water usually represent our emotions, our consciousness, and the unconscious, and tapping into that. The frog is also seen as a sign of sensitivity and the skill to fine tune and sense what's going on. And it's also seen as a highly medicinal. You can use stuff from the frog to go on medicine journeys, and it can also poison you, but it can do both. Its skin is also it has a really special skin that's adapted to the water and to be on land, and adapted to the coldness. During winter months, it's hibernating. At least I don't really know what the frogs in warmer countries do. I feel a bit stupid saying that, but in the northern Hampshire, frogs can they can look dead. They just go in a deep hibernation sleep, like and kind of let their body freeze, like the bear does in a way. So yeah, there's something there about the unseen, and something going on. Something's been changing. Also, the changes the frog go through from its, it's like a butterfly. The change. What do you call them? Froglings? I don't know the English word. I think the frog babies. The change they go through from that to the frog it's the same as a caterpillar to a butterfly. It's a real transformation. Their whole body is changing. So they're also connected to heart chakra with their jumping. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm just pouring out a lot of information now that I'm seeing. Regarding this fortune's wheel, luck and right timing, there's something about you being at the right time to the right place, and also that you've been going through a transformation now on a deep level that might not even be visible. It might have been under the surface, but this is now this frog is ready to jump up from the water. So yeah, let's see what else is coming here. Stars in the sky, limitless possibility. Wow, pile number 3. Yeah, this is your lucky time. But I mean, I can't speak now. The question for the reading is, what is happening for you, or what you need to know right now. So for now, what you need to know right now is that a dream or a wish that you've been hoping for, or something you've been working on, is coming true. This is a really lucky and auspicious time for you. And set your goals high. Don't draw from the stars. Don't settle. Don't don't minimize your goals. Keep your limitless possibilities. Keep your gaze high. Let me see what comes through. Again with the water. The lotus within you awakes. You are a master in light on high. Again 41, which breaks down to 5. So we have 5, 6. It's a transformation and something like the steps forward. With the lotus, Live in this world as a dreamer. Yeah. You've been transforming. That's what's going to bring you into this lucky time now and basically make you really aligned to to your to your wishes. Is that you've been like the lotus. You've been transforming and growing from the mud. A lotus grows deep down in the mud under the water, and then for us to see the beauty, it needs to first break through the mud, which actually takes quite a lot of time, and then it needs to grow through the water, and and then it blooms on top of the water as the lilies and the lotus. So with the fishes here and the water, the lotus, some of you watching this, again, water, might be either Pisces or another water sign. But there's a message here about that you have been alchemizing and transmuting, working on something that's been a part of, it's been really hard to break free from. It's been defining you. It's something that you like for a lot of your life, you were conditioned to think this was your mud. This was what no one, this is the stuff you thought weren't likable. This is you breaking free from that, honoring your wishes and dreams, and daring to show yourself as the beautiful flower that you are. Children, this is from an angel deck. Children here, I get the sense that it's connected to your inner child. So there's this fortune wheel, this luck that's coming into your life now is connected to a deep-seated dream or wish that you had as a child, or at least it started when you were a child. Live in this world as a dreamer, create a future paradise. You're here to be that starseed and that dreamer, pile 3. That's one of the unique things that you can contribute with. It's your artistry or your creativity or your empathy and sensitivity. So don't deny the rest of us the beauty of what you do with that. Don't deny yourself that. Woohoo! Okay. Well, I'm so excited. I'm gonna draw more cards to find out more about what's coming into your life. But from this deck, basically this is the most lucky card you can draw, and then you have this card from another deck, and then frog, and fortune's wheel. The golden palace is like, if you could imagine a golden tower, it's just kind of without the full tower moment. It's more coming into your full essence of yourself, into full bloom, or your dream coming into a full bloom. I do feel that this is connected to a wish or a fortune in some way or another. And then with unexpected visitors here, it's gonna blow your mind and it's gonna be something that are totally unexpected, and it's not necessarily an unexpected visit, but it is something that's aligning and coming into your life really soon now, pile number 3. And we have 5 again. It's like 41 breaks down to 5, 2, 3 breaks down to a 5, or it doesn't break down to 5, but it kind of does. And we have 23, the synchronicities and the 5s here, and at least it's 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 is a big number, probably most of you know that, but it's a big number of change, of adventure, of things suddenly happening. So this is gonna just come into your life at that sun, that like a sun ray when it's suddenly hitting your face, but energetically, uh, okay, sorry, like that feeling, but with an actual, I feel this is an actual, this is something physical happening where you are on your 3D level. um, so it might feel like it's too good to be true, because it's so connected to a dream you've been having and have, that it's hard to believe in it. But yeah, limitless possibilities, stars in the sky, and you can see this figure sitting there in his meditative state, just light being calling down its truest vision and its truest calling. Yeah, let me draw some more cards for you. I'm just gonna ask Source to come through here to hear what else. What does pile number 2 need to know now about this change? What can you tell me about this fortunes happening in pile 3's life? World. Magician. And Queen of Fire. you're on fire, pile number 3. And I can't believe the energy. I mean, I love the energy in all 3 piles, and quite frankly, I feel for some of you this is just going to speak to different areas of your life. So you might feel drawn to more than one pile. In this pile, it's that kind of almost breathlessness because I'm so excited. I can't believe it. It's that like I just won the lottery, but the lottery is something that I really been dreaming about feeling. It's like if you're a creative, which a lot of the times with the Queen of Fire, it doesn't need to be, but the Queen of Fire is a very fiery, creative and potent energy. Basically, she's I would say the Queen of the Artist cards. It's someone who has really come to full terms with who she is as a being and are creating and manifesting from that space. And the same with the Magician. They're both 2 cards of someone who's highly adept on manifesting, or even if you don't know that you are you're turning the right key at this moment to manifest what you want. So that's what I'm saying. And sorry if this comes out a bit messy, but it really I have to, almost like it's overwhelming. It's a lot of joy and pleasure and yeah. I just get really happy. So that's something to look forward to. I personally, I think some of you have been tapping into that on and off these last days, but if you haven't, hopefully that's just around the corner for you with this unexpected visitor. So do you see the cards? I'm going to put it here. So with the world, this world card, I mean, most world cards can speak about that, but this to me speaks about, you probably see the key here and you see the world's dimensions, the world's aligning. So to me, these cards usually speak about really stepping into your highest timeline. And whatever you think about, there's so much talk about it now, I almost feel it's like whatever you think about timelines, or if we live multiple lives or not, it's stepping into your fullest and most aligned purpose and version of yourself. And that's what's bringing you to this fortune's wheel. There's the key here, and you have that key, and it's like this feeling of everything is aligning right now. It's such a, again, that's that energy that almost makes me breathless and makes it hard for me to speak calm enough, because it's like this feeling of it's a rush, and it's something that's happening quick, and it's very potent. And then with Magician and card number 1 again, it's another card of manifestations and of potent energy, and of working with alchemizing and working with what you are and what you've gone through to take you further, to dare to draw down that high dream from the stars. And a lot of you, I'd say, I mean, probably all of you, some way or another, are star beings, meaning that you have connection to other, to the Pleiadians or Pleiadians, I can't say that right now, to star people. And it also means that you have this galactic team around you as helpers, wanting to help you the whole time, but now you're truly aligning to it, accepting it, and drawing down those capacities, those elements that you maybe forgot that you had in past lives or other lives. And it's like they've been submerging you. You just haven't had your light on it yet. You just haven't fully aligned. You know how it is with planets. If this world would be and with the sun and or with the moon and the earth as well, it's like if this planet would be placed a bit differently, you wouldn't see that one. It could be in the way of it. And it's like now everything is aligning, so you get the full potential of who you truly are. And thought I had where did that card go? And that's what's gonna you also have the sun and the moon here, which is another alignment, and the feminine and the masculine sides of you. That's what's gonna draw in this fortune, this dream of yours. Okay, so if I were you, I would be curious about what fortune it is. For some of you, you might have a really strong dream that, so you kind of know what it is about, but for others, maybe not. So pile number 3, can we please hear more about this? What is this fortune coming in? What fortune is coming in for pile number 3 right now? Okay. Feel the power of your blood and your ancestors. You're not alone. So the fortune, the deep-seated dream that comes through to you now, like I mentioned with this lotus, it is connected to you also fully aligning. And I think a lot of you have been doing work on your lineage, on your family lineage. I think it was a message about that in pile number 1 too. and about drawing, like soul gathering, gathering back the wisdom that's been on different layers lost through your family and blood lineage, like healing the wounds so that through magic and um, the true what do you call it? Oh my god, it will come to me. But healing what's been in the way for you to use the best of your family lineage, which again is another alchemization, because you're alchemizing the powers of your blood lineage. And also with past lives, present lives, it's this gathering in, soul gathering in throughout this whole year, this 10 past months now, really being guided to do healing and to connect with talents, lost talents. That was the word I was looking for. Talents and qualities, things that you were good at in other lives, or your family have been good at, but it's been lost through the lineage. You've been healing and drawing those back to you and drawing your power back to you. That's another part of it. Cutting cords and drawing the power back to you. And that puts you in this stag position here, fully standing in your power and following your soul path. You are here as a healer in one way or another, as a transmuter, and this fortune is gonna put you in a position where you fully can explore and give that, work on that. Have the courage to be free. Know that freedom begins where desire ends. Release your creative energies. Yeah, so the fortune that's coming in is basically going to break the cycle where you felt stuck, or where you felt stagnated from your freedom, and hold back from truly sharing your gifts as a light worker, a healer, a medicine man or woman, an artist, a singer, a musician, a dancer. There are several paths here, and you might be also doing several things. So there's this, for many of you, there's a position or a financial gain that's gonna come in and feel like that fortune's wheel, because it's really gonna break the wheel in the way that it's gonna put you on another, it's gonna put you in the most fortunate position you could be in, where you can fully thrive and share your dreams and share your talents without worrying, without being stuck in the lack mentality. And you are a really sensitive and in tune being. So this is going to give you that freedom to fully explore. And I see this, it doesn't matter what it says here, to be free is great, but I also see it as, to me now, I see it as abundant. It's just like as she's swinging on on her little swing, it's this abundant flow of energy, because as this puts you aligned in the position where you're receiving, and where you're finally having the safety to to follow your dream, and to it will also put you in the position to give and to give, because uh, as soon as you can do more, as soon as you can, as soon as you are more aligned now and you are getting that freedom to follow your dream, that in itself is a gift you're giving to the world. Whether it's an artistic endeavor, I feel if it is, you are creating magic and you are healing with your music, or with your, or it can be another artistic, like acting or dancing, or but you are transmuting healing through that work. So it's still so important. And if it is more on a spiritual healing path, it's also that thing about you just being even more free of your old fears about sharing your gifts, free of the money stagnation, so that you can fully give, and that puts you in this beautiful position of abundance. Okay, can we have, how is this fortune's wheel and luck coming in for pile number 2? Can we know a bit more about it? How is it gonna affect pile number 2? Let's go into this one. Oh, I never seen that card before. This is a quite new deck for me. I want to start with that one. What I said with the abundance, to me, when I do this as well, probably you know that, but abundance to me, it's a bit like our in-breath and our out-breath. The energy of abundance is, as much as we receive, we also give. And when you are in that abundant energy, you give from a heart-centered space. And this card that I never seen before, but it's so beautiful, mindful groupthink, just kind of, yeah, it proves my thoughts about that. It's this collective mind, and the energy of you finally being free to not be in survival mood, and to be able to share those gorgeous gifts of yours, and also having breaking free of the past life and childhood cycles that kept you back from sharing your gifts. You heal that, and it's this fortune coming to you, it's gonna be like music to your ears, and it's all about divine timing. It's like music notes around here as well, hummingbirds, flowers. I mean, this is such a luscious and abundance card, and then it's almost this like star alien looking card person down here with the rose. Wow. Garden of Venus, again, it's, although the card says rest and renewal, in this instance it speaks just as much to me about really getting that heartfelt wish and fortune coming through, and that coming through putting you in this position of really being heart-centered, being in that feminine trust. And it's also going to give you the freedom to have rest and renewal if you need that. And it's saying trust your body. If your body is craving rest and renewal now, then give yourself that, because you are manifesting and creating this. This card, funny enough, is not in this card deck, but it had just ended up in the wrong card deck. Uh, your deepest desires constrain you. Let them go and clear your mind. I think that's what you're already... What's been constraining you, what's been holding you back so far from getting this fortune wheel has been your own resistance and your own constraints. And a part of it has been actually wanting it so much and feeling so hardly, feeling so strongly what you're lacking around it. But this fortune coming through is gonna be like a breath of fresh air, and it's gonna set you free, and it's gonna prove to that part of you that felt like it's never happening. But yes, it's happening, and I can breathe. For some of you, this fortune wheel and this luck wish coming true, I see that it's connected to fortune in the way of financial fortune or money for quite a lot of you. And having that, finally, that alignment, that luck manifestation, it's gonna bring in other wishes for you too. I see this as like 4 wishes. Or gifts, and she's also holding a gift in her hand. Yeah, there's again this also on the world card, it's the 4 planets here. So getting into this alignment, trusting it, and having this unexpected luck of fortune, it's gonna bring in so much more fortune for you. So I'm sorry, I'm saying just a lot, I realized in my readings. It's not always just. Have faith in that, and let that heart, that joy, that like, whoa, I never thought this could happen for me, and it happened. Let that feeling break those shackles, although in this case it's just like a pearl. It's a pearl bracelet, but just, yeah, let it break you free so that you can draw in and accept even more of the goodness and the gifts that are around you. If you did new moon manifestation this last new moon, there's about a week until the full moon, I think now. There's a message here that, you know, within that full moon, that's when you can expect your harvest. Time is always hard to get though in readings. But yeah, I keep wanting to say more, to do more, but what I really feel is that you can't do anything wrong at the moment to not, you know, like, you are exactly where you're supposed to be, pile 3, and this is a fortune coming to you. It's not, yeah, you can't, there's no wrong steps for you to take here as long as you stay connected to your heart and keep trusting in your higher visions. So lots and lots of good wishes, and I almost said luck. I think that's coming anyway, but all the best for you, pile number 3. I hope you got something out of this. If you like this reading, please like and subscribe, and I hope I see you in another reading. Okay, bye.